Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Suzanne and today I'm talking about simple seed saving from open pollinated tomatoes. These are the new Bragg Gates Mini Mazzano. This is also a Bragg Gates beefsteak tomato, and isn't it just gorgeous? So here are some of the things that you'll need, although some of this is optional. But you definitely will need a vessel to put your seeds in, because you need something to ferment your seed in for a few days, because these little seeds are covered in jelly which protects them. Because what nature does is it wants animals to eat these seeds and to protect these seeds as they go through the digestive system so that they can be spread, or it wants them to sit in the soil all winter until next year when they can sprout. Now the really interesting thing about these is later on what you'll see is something quite surprising, but the plant can actually do this before we've even cut it open. So stay until the end to see what happens when we go to rinse these seed off. Now you're going to need a knife to cut them open. I like this one because, well, it doesn't always stop me from cutting myself, but it certainly mitigates it. For these big ones, I like this spoon. My eldest son went through a stage of bending my spoons, but this one, so that shows you how old this spoon is, this one proves to be very useful for these big tomatoes, and I'll show you that soon too. I have this little tea strainer to catch my seeds when we go to rinse them off a little later. You want a saucer, piece of paper for drying your seeds later, a pen to write down the name on your paper. The bowl is optional, but if you're like me and you've got absolutely no dexterity, what you don't want to do is all of this hard work and then up with your seeds down the drain, because trust me, I've done that. It's really annoying, especially when you've only got a few tomatoes that you've gone, oh, do you know what, they were fantastic, let's save the seed. And then those seeds end up down the drain because you missed everything, and yeah, so don't be like me, you know, think ahead and get yourself a bowl and pour them out over the bowl, because that's a really good idea. So let's get to it. So all we're going to do is take our tomatoes. Now, like I said, these are open pollinated tomatoes, and so as you can see from the beautiful seeds that are in here, all we've got to do is take the glass and squeeze those in there, and all those lovely seeds will go in the bottom, and then you can do whatever you want with the rest of the tomato. And then we have all the seed in the bottom along with all that juice. And so now we're just going to do that with all of these. Now the question often is, can I grow out seed from F1 varieties, hybrids? You can, but they won't grow true to the parent plant. But you probably will get some that do, especially with old ones. It's how heirloom varieties are actually created in the first place. So in a crisis, better to grow out those seed than nothing at all. Some of them are not going to taste good, and some of them, you know, are not going to produce any good plants at all, but there are going to be those that do. And if you wanted to perpetuate those seeds, then you would take the closest one to the parent plant, and you would keep saving seed from that. So it's totally up to you as to whether you save the seed from F1s or not. I personally don't, but one of the reasons that I do like saving seed is because I'm on a budget. And so when I save seed like this, not only do I get to share it, but my very limited seed budget means that I get to buy new varieties from the seed suppliers and extend my collection, because I do like to grow a lot of different tomato varieties each year, searching for the ones that I particularly like. So I particularly like this variety. Now I get to save seed and I get to try different varieties from Brad. So there we go. Now all we're going to do is put some water in this so that it gets a chance to ferment. We're going to leave it on a windowsill for a few days and then come back to it. But what I am going to show you is how I use the spoon. So we're just going to cut through this fantastic massive tomato and show you the cross section. Isn't that gorgeous? I wish the light was better in here, but this is a north facing kitchen. The light is terrible, and apparently the UK has thought we've been in winter for most of the year. So but I wanted you to see the difference in how big these seed are, and as you saw, I could just get my nail in those and get the seed out quite easily, but it's going to be a bit different in here, so I just use a spoon, and as you see, the seed then pops out really easily. And if you want to save a lot, then better use a bowl. But don't forget to keep all your seed varieties separate. And if you're saving lots of seeds from lots of varieties, then get some labels and mark your different containers too. But I'm not actually going to save these seeds. I just wanted to show you the size of them. Because these are huge. Look at the size of those. Again, this camera's not going to focus properly because I'm on something quite old, and because I'm waiting for a replacement product. But these are huge. So I'm just going to rinse my hands off and then give you a proper look. So there, if I get some light on that, you might be able to see that better. So look how much seed you've got. And that's just from part of one huge tomato. And it gives you a chance to save lots of seed, to share with friends, and especially because some of the seed that I've got actually isn't available in the UK to other people, so I do get to share it and let other people have it too. And I've done that for quite a few people. And I like doing it, and it gives people the opportunity to have seed that they wouldn't be able to get hold of. But it also, like I said, by saving that seed, it allows my very small seed budget to be spent on something else and to continue spending it with seed suppliers that I really like, such as Brad Gates. I'm in no way affiliated with him, but I love the work that he does, and I love the products that he produces. So if you're in the US, do support him and support him directly, because he's doing fantastic work. This is a fantastic little light. When I'm saying that my kitchen is dark, I'm not joking. It's seriously dark in here, but this is from Ulanzi. So if you want a little light, it's got a cold shoe on it and a fitting. Again, not affiliated with them in any way, but I really like this, and it's relatively, well, it's very well priced, let's put it that way. So I'll put a link down below in case you're interested, because I use this a lot. This is the new one, I've got the old version of it as well. So sorry to waffle on about that. But yeah, put water in that, let it sit a few days, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the rest. So after a few days, our seeds are going to have sat in the glass and they're going to have fermented and got all the jelly disintegrated in the bottom of the glass. Any seeds that are not viable should be floating, and what we're going to do now is rinse them. So we're going to use a little colander, well, sieve, and if you're like me and you don't have any dexterity at all, you're going to use your bowl so that you don't lose these tiny little seeds. So all we're going to do is pour these out into here, like that. And you will get some that stick in the bottom of your glass, but you can just rinse those out in a moment. So there you have it. You'll see you've got all your seed in here, and again, sorry for the lighting, but I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. There we go. See if that shows up for you. And so now all that jelly that's been protecting those seeds is off of there. Ah, that's interesting, look. That is actually a sprout. Again, I can't get these to focus in. Wish I was doing this on something different. But that is a seed that had actually already sprouted a root. How fascinating is that? Sometimes they just do that. Tomatoes will even sprout the seeds inside the tomato before it's even been cut open and things. They do that all the time. So as you can see, that seed there, you might not be able to see it. I can't actually see what I'm doing on this, but that seed there is a lot darker than this one here. Again, I can't actually see anything because with the tripod I'm using, it's very tall. So that one probably isn't viable. I think that's what the shoot came off, the little root. So anyway, we'll set both of those aside because I'm not sure which one it was. And now they're stuck to me and I can't get them off there. But anyway, the rest of them are in there. And you can feel the difference. You can feel that they're not sticky anymore. But all I'm going to do is run them under the tap. And all of that comes off. And so now, all I have to do is put that on the kitchen roll. So all that's left to do is take our seed with our saucer and our piece of kitchen roll with the name of the seed written on it. Dump these out. And remember, any seed that weren't viable, when you're rinsing them, you can put them back into your glass to get all the ones that were stuck in it out and give them an extra rinse, and any non-viable seed will actually float, so you can just get rid of those and then just spread these out. Now what I recommend doing, you need to put these somewhere that they can dry nicely, but over the next few days I recommend just moving them around on the paper, because what I have found, particularly with bigger tomato seeds, is that they can stick even when they're really clean, because the little ones like this tend to be quite round, whereas some of the bigger tomato seed can be quite flat, and they love sticking to the paper. And you can put them straight onto like paper plates, or straight onto your other plates and things, but I just like to have them on a piece of paper like this, and I've found that they have stuck before now, and it's a bit of a nightmare getting them unstuck with the bigger ones, so I just keep moving them around to keep them unstuck. But there we have it. Just leave those, and then when they are dry, you're going to store them in either little paper bags or plastic Ziplocs, but don't forget to label them, because if you're anything like me, you will forget. And also put the date, the year and the date. These will last a long time, but if you're doing carrot or parsnip, they generally don't. Sunflower seeds don't either, but tomato seeds, peas, beans, they'll last a long time. So I hope you give this a go, and I hope you'll like and share, and let me know in the comments if you save your own seed and if you pass them around, and I hope to see you again. Bye for now.